Kia ora. Over this month on our Women's Ministry social media, we're going to be talking to some amazing young people who are doing their bit to help make the world a better place. And I've got one of those amazing young people with me here. This is Henry from Hamilton, which is really handy because it means that I can interview him in person. So that's really nice. And so Henry is part of an ambassador program, and we're going to hear a little bit about that shortly. But first of all, when you're not doing the ambassador program, what do you do with yourself during the day, Henry?
So I work full-time at the Farm Source Hamilton store, and I do that every week in and out.
And I know you're quite involved in the corps with the band and the youth band and other things as well.
Yeah, so I'm involved in the corps brass band.
Yep.
And also the New Zealand, Fiji, Tonga and Samoa National Youth Band.
Cool, and youth group and other things, like you've got a busy life and you've made a priority of being part of this ambassador program. So now tell me what's it called and what is it about, the program?
So I'm an ambassador for the modern slavery and human trafficking for the territory of New Zealand, Fiji, Tonga and Samoa.
Why is that something that you want to do? Because you haven't got a lot of spare time, but you've made that a priority. Why is that important to you?
I see it as another way of getting closer to God and being able to do work for God in our community, and also trying to learn some more skills so I can teach people about the issue that is going on and is very present in today's world.
Yeah, sadly it is, isn't it? And so as you've been going through this program, I know you've been learning lots of things. Is there something that's particularly surprised you that you've learned?
I've found it quite surprising that not many people like to accept the reality of modern slavery and human trafficking. I see it as people not thinking that it is around anymore, or it's a bit of a gruesome topic, or even that it brings back unsatisfactory memories. And I feel like it's a bit of a shame that we aren't really talking about it more often.
Yeah, we need to talk about it more because, like I said, it is happening in every community. We're a bit naive actually if we think, oh, that happens in other places but it doesn't happen in my community. It's all around us, and so we really need to take responsibility and raise the awareness. So it's cool that you're doing this program. As you've been learning things in this program, I know that you've come across a number of really good resources, and I think there could be some resources that you've discovered that would help other people. Can you just tell us about one of those?
Yeah, so one of those resources is the prayer resources for the victims of modern slavery and human trafficking.
Tell me a bit more about that.
Yeah, so on the 28th of September, there's going to be an International Prayer Day, and the focus around it is the victims of modern slavery and human trafficking.
And so those resources kind of lead into that, really, don't they?
Yeah, so kind of a bit of a design around it is that people start thinking about it even the week before and start looking at the resources, starting to follow them, and then by the time of the 28th, which is in the middle of Congress as well.
Yay, Congress!
Yeah, that we're fully embracing the moment that comes upon that time.
Yeah, that's cool. So even in the busyness that it's going to be in the lead up to Congress, we want to encourage people to take a look at those prayer resources. We'll put the link on so they can prepare, and how good is it that we'll be all together at Congress, but then in that space, as we are together, we can think about people around the world who are caught up in human trafficking and modern slavery. So lots of things to think about, lots of things to learn, lots of things that we can do as well. But I just want to finish by saying how cool it is, Henry, that on this Women's Ministry social media channel, I'm interviewing a young man. And that's really nice because, especially when it comes to the issue of human trafficking, we often think about it as being a woman's issue, that it's the majority of victims are women, but it's not just women. Everybody is impacted by that, and often it's women who are at the forefront of leading the charge against it, and that's great, but actually it's all of our responsibility. So it's wonderful to see you getting involved in that, and I hope you continue to learn more and you'll make a difference in the world. I know you will.
Yes.
Okay.